Thanks for joining me today at Sloth Valley Racing. For those who don't know, my name is Dan, and today we're going to be looking at lighting. In specific, the lighting that I hooked up in my last episode. Well, like I said, all those wires were hooked to lights. Today, I'm going to have a look at the light setup and what I've done to bring my track to light. All this and more today on Sloth Valley Racing. Get your heart racing.
10, 9, ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, so first off, I'd like to say that all of these lights were bought off eBay. And they're all found in HO Lighting Accessories. This particular one is, it has 4 individual lights on it, you can see. Or I guess they're diodes. Light emitting diode. LED. For those who weren't sure. There's a 2-stand one. We've got lots of 2-stand ones next to the track. What I did find though was I could have went with twice as much lighting. So the just plug set I found was the best way to go. And of course I have quite a few light stands around the track. I think I could have probably went, these are all 2s you're looking at here. I probably could have went with a 4. They throw light, but I would have liked to have seen them throw a little more light. So I've put there, you can see that's a 6 standard light. So each one of those light hoods has a LED in it, not a bulb, and it's wired individually through the pole. And then, of course, through the table. Here's a double. And here's 4. You can see right there. And then, of course, I got these couple of 6. These ones have 6 in it. Right there is an excellent example of ingenuity. That there, my friends, is a painted T-light. Let's have a look at the concession stand, what I've done over there. All right, so here we are at the concession stand. Now, what I was talking about was, this used to be a solid trailer. So what I did was I notched the whole entire inside out. And there you can see the diode I use for the light. That whole entire pad, I flooded it with glow-in-the-dark paint, so it actually glows in the dark. And then here's the inside of that. You can see I had to Dremel out the whole entire thing. Almost the whole entire thing. Anyways, there was a small little hole, but it was solid. And there were no windows. So I had to carve out the windows too. And eventually I'll have an awning with this. Once again, this is another 6. And I have 4s going all the way up the track there. Okay, here's what a 4 looks like when it's lit up. I'll turn the light off in a second too, so we can have a look at that as well. Now, here's a look at the final result for the trailer. I actually put 2 1/64 scale people in there. And of course the light's shining upwards. Looks really good. All right, so here's another example. This is once again a T-light. And when we go over to here, another campsite. You guessed it, another T-light. People watching the races. Okay. And then we have the main camping area. And of course, I wanted to light it up, so I had to put one of those six LED light stand there. Right there. And yeah, you guessed it. Another tea light. They absolutely work awesome, and they flicker. So it looks like a real fire. And if you want to go one step further, every time you flash the camera past that fire, you have the sound of fire crackling. Kick-ass. All right, so now let's talk about the press tower, pit lane / and the workshop. So what I've done here is there's lights going into the tower itself. The garage itself gets lit up. Now this is lit up with 2 different strings of LEDs. These LEDs are in a battery pack, so I can turn them on and off by flicking the switch. Let's have a quick look at that. All right, so here it is. It's just a battery pack. It's got the switch. It's got an on switch, an off switch, and a switch I can set it so that it'll stay on for 8 hours and then it shuts itself off. So that goes up the cord and then the LEDs start. You can see it right here. That's an LED. And I leave one LED on the underside of the track because when I turn it on, I want to be able to see whether it's actually on or not. And I have a couple of them. Right, there's another one. These work really good because you can light up any area you want just on the fly, and you don't have to worry about plugging it into the wall or have any type of weird wiring setup, excuse me. So of course, as you can see, it's on my pool table. I don't know if you see the felt there. Yeah, black felt. Yeah, cleaned it. I cleaned it like 4 times and never even got used. And then I put Slot Valley Racing on it. And there's the third one. This one here is the one for the garage. I tried to keep the 2 buildings separate, but this is an absolutely fantastic way. I decided to go this way because originally, before I added the second sector for the lighting, wiring anyways, everything was all on the other side of the table. So this was really far away and the power wasn't working out so well because of the distance. Okay, so here we are looking at the inside of the garage. And you can see here, right, where are we here? Let's see, right under my finger there, there's another little LED. And they're all on the string I put all the way around the garage. You can see it there. And then I have the one light, you can see it hanging over the garage floor. That's where I have the cars that I put on the spotlight kind of thing. But you can see, realism wise, I bought a few of those little add-on kits. Oh, looks like the light stand fell over. And just to push the light downwards, I've coated the underside of the roof of the garage in tin foil. That way, of course, all the light goes downwards. So here's a look at the press tower. Right? That comes off and you can see the wiring there. Once again, these are just the battery powered ones. And I don't have a way to take that off, but there's a light under here just for realism. All right. And then the lights on here, sorry, my arm doesn't turn that way. All right, so the lights in the garage are above the garage roof. They're underneath this awning. I don't know if you can see that. You might be able to, hang on. Yeah, you can just see the edge of it. The edge of it, right? Oh man, this is like Mission Impossible. Sorry, guys. Yeah, you can see the edge of it right there. And that lights up underneath the awning there. Now, I always talk about what I did with the trucks in regards to the lighting. But before I do that, we're going to have to get a lot closer. All right, so here I am looking directly down on the top of the garage. Now what I'm going to do is I'll show you guys what I've done to the semis so that they look cool on the track, at least as a ornament. Let's have a look. Okay, so we'll use this truck. Of course, it's just the trailer. Okay, see the wire? Right there, you can see it. It goes, I put it into the underside of the cab and I threaded it into where the lights would go so that they light up the headlights and it looks really cool. It's a really good idea. It looks great. If you're just gonna have trucks on display or anything on display that you want to light up, I absolutely suggest doing this. And of course, the first two trucks here are lit up. I don't believe this one is. No, this one is not. So, awesome. And last but not least, I bought the Velasics sign. And of course, the Chi-Chi's sign. And they used to have incandescent bulbs in them, but I changed it out. So now they have LED diodes. Here's a quick look at the camping area from this view. All right. So the only lights that are on right now are the ones that are in the just plug system. There are no battery powered lights on right now. Oh yeah, and of course I added these cool LED light effects for my drag strip area. So they're hooked up so that obviously when they hear noise, they light up. Now, this works great for a dragster. When it takes off from the line, the light starts flashing. It looks like the engine's going at night. It's totally genius. Welcome to Slot Valley Racing at Night, guys. I want to thank you all for watching today. This has been an absolutely fantastic little mini series with the lighting. That just plug setup makes lighting so easy. And then, of course, when you have it, you can start thinking about all the cool things and places where you can put it. When I think about it, if I were to take those lights that were battery powered and I were to cut the battery pack off them, I could feed them into the Just Plug system as well. Now the Just Plug system also comes with dimmers. So if I wanted to, I could turn down the lights and a light intensity in certain areas. But as you can see, even with a certain amount of light coming through my window, the track is pretty lit up. Now every once in a while I talk about the benefits if you want to light up your track about painting your cars with glow-in-the-dark paint. You use the white cars, of course. So here's a look at a car that I've done. So here's a look at that car that I've painted. Of course, it's a GT40. But look at how much it stands out. Now here's just a normal white car beside it, or in front of it. Okay, how does that look? Looks like it's lighting up the white car to me. But you get a couple of those going around the track. Pretty awesome. I want to thank you all for joining me today. And don't forget, get your heart racing.
What? Did we just become best friends? Yep. You want to go do
Slot cars in the garage?
Yep.